What's up, guys, and welcome back to the next module in Next Gen Millionaires. So inside of this module, we're going through the topic of finding yourself. And this is extremely important because before we get into the rest of the modules and the rest of the weeks in the program, 4 weeks total, you want to understand who you are. If you don't understand who you are, taking in all this new knowledge is going to be very difficult. It's almost like think of yourself as a library, right? And if this library is crooked, it's burning down, the shelves are all messed up, how are you going to put these new books, this new knowledge into the library? It's going to be very difficult, and it's not going to be sustained as well. If you can find yourself, you are almost curing that library. So when these new books come in, you can decipher it, you can fully internalize it, and you can understand who you are. That's the most important thing. Moving into this, the first question I want you to ask yourself is, are you happy with your life right now, in this present moment? Why or why not? Okay, now a lot of people won't be happy with life, right? They'll be miserable on a day-to-day basis. Why? That's a good question, because most of the time their stress is coming from the future or the past, right? Those two things, they're not living in this present moment. If you're able to ground yourself in the present moment and simply be grateful for the things that you do have, you know what? I have a roof over my head. I'm watching this amazing course right now. I have access to the internet. Hence why you're watching this right now. Or if you're constantly thinking, yesterday I spilled coffee all over my favorite sweatshirt, right? And you're stressing about the past, which is in the past. It's nothing that you can control. It's out of your control, right? Or you have anxiety about the future, right? You're stressing about maybe you have this huge test coming up in a couple weeks, or you have to go take your driver's test, or whatever it may be. You have something coming up, and that's ruining the present moment because you're in your head. Your head is what creates all of these emotions, these negative emotions. Really think about it. Where is it coming from? Is it someone else? No, it's all within you. So that's why this is about finding yourself. Are you happy with yourself right now? Why or why not? And make sure that you guys are going down to the sidebar, answering these worksheets. We're gonna have worksheets on all these modules, which is amazing. So make sure to check those out. These are for you to help you. Moving on, the second point, ask yourself this: what is holding you back from reaching your goals? And a lot of the time it's some type of mental stunt. Right? So let's say every single morning you're supposed to be going to the gym. You know you should be going to the gym, but you're not going to the gym. Why are you not going to the gym? Because there's some mental block inside of you stopping you, when we both know that's the goal, to go to the gym. Point number 3, what bad habits do you have that you have to let go of? And these bad habits could be many different things, right? It could be video games. It could be binge watching Netflix all day. It could be eating unhealthy foods. It could be vaping, smoking weed too much, drinking alcohol way too much. There's so many different bad habits, but we all know that we all have bad habits that we need to break. And if you don't, then either you're lying to yourself or you've already found out those bad habits and you fixed them. And it could be as small as biting your nails all the time, right? Just little tiny things. And if you're able to identify them, sit with yourself, just meditate for 5 minutes, you will find what those bad habits are, even if it's really stupid and really small. So fixing those bad habits will ultimately put you in a positive mindset and help improve your life overall, mental health and physical health. The next question I want you to ask yourself is, who do you surround yourself with in life? There's many different people in this world. There are good people, bad people, people in the middle. There's a whole spectrum. Who do you surround yourself with? Are you surrounding yourself with people that are bringing you down, that are constantly just smoking weed all day? You're like, yo, bro, just take a blunt, bro. It's gonna be okay. Or are you surrounding yourself with high value individuals, people on the same mission as you, people that are in the same industry as you? For example, with myself, I surround myself with other influencers, other people that are into business, other NFT guys, other crypto guys, because that's what I do. And some of these people are even bigger than me in this space. And I surround myself with them to constantly be challenging myself. So I have to step up. I have to try harder, because it's never a good feeling when you're at the bottom. But if you're surrounding yourself with people that don't have high values like you do, it's only bringing you down. And the last question I want you to ask yourself is, what made you who you are today? Now, this could be many different things. Most of it goes back to your childhood. So look at yourself between like 5 and 16 years old, right? Between that 10, 11-year age range. What shaped you to who you are? Maybe you had childhood trauma. Maybe you were neglected or abused as a kid. Maybe you had a great loving family, right? Maybe you played sports. Maybe you just stayed inside and did video games all day. Figure out and identify using the worksheet, write these down, different things that you did as a child. And what I want you to do after that is start doing research on the long-term effects in life of those childhood things. For example, if you were a gamer your whole childhood, what effect will that have on you later in life? Let's say that you were neglected as a child, or your dad left you as a child, which is totally okay. Everyone has their own past, but whatever it is, let's say your dad left you, right? What is that gonna play into later in life? Most likely you're gonna have attachment issues. And there's many different things, but just do research on whatever you happen to be. And with that being said, that's gonna be it for this module. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you in the next module.